Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. This is Salon's Blog. I'm excited to come your way once again. It is Monday evening here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Wherever you are on the African continent, you are highly welcome. You that is in UK, in Europe, or any part of Europe that you are, or Canada, USA, my brother, my sister, I'm excited you are part of this channel. Now, to our club Chelsea, a lot is coming up. This morning, I woke up to some news which are a bit of confusing. And I really want to research, I really want to get a clear picture of what exactly is happening within our club Chelsea before I come your way. But it is now evidently clear that Mauricio Pochettino, he is actually not how will I put it? He is not helping issues with the club. Poch is not helping issues. With certain statements that Pochettino is making in recent times, she tells clearly that he is actually not in charge. I don't know whether you get what I mean. Poch is acting like someone who is really not in charge of his own team. As if someone else is in charge of the team and the squad. Yeah. He seems to me right now that he's only there as a coach who is being controlled by someone else. As if someone else is telling him what to do and what not to do. I understand his role as a coach and a manager of the team. And I also understand that he doesn't have total influence over, what kind of players the club buys. Going to the transfer market, he can only give his opinion according to he himself. But the final decision is our Paul Winstanley and co. But the kind of words that are coming out from his mouth after we lost the game on Saturday, dear friend. For instance, this one really touched me and I want to get it through to you. Pochettino admitted after the disappointing draw against Burnley that when his team has nowhere to turn, their solution is to give the ball to Cole Palmer. Sensing he will know what to do. When the team has no idea, when the players don't know what to do on the field of play, what they think of is to locate Cole Palmer and give the ball to him. Cole Palmer has become the savior of Chelsea Football Club. And this is coming from our coach. This is not coming from any other person, but coming from Pochettino. He admitted that when the team or when the players, when they have nowhere to turn, what does that mean? When they have nowhere to turn. Meaning when they lack ideas, when they don't know what to do. Like we're playing against a low block team. A game like against Burnley on Saturday night. And the players don't know exactly what to do. The next thing that comes into their mind is to locate Cole Palmer. He is the magician. He is the only player that can deliver. He is the one that can solve the problem. Dear friend, I have the statistics. Maybe the next episode, I'll bring you our game statistics for you to know how the whole game went. But right now, I want to hear, this is what our coach is saying. Pochettino was on the touch line. You were not given a red card. You were not given a yellow card. You were on a touch line. And when your players are in difficulty, you, the coach, you could not instruct them on what to do. The players will be looking for who to talk to. The players will be waiting on an instruction from you because they are not getting any instruction from you. You are not directing them on what to do. Even though you sat on a bench and you can read the game better than the players can read. Because you are sitting on a bench, you are seeing the game with a clear picture. You have clear idea. The players have no idea. And the only thing they can do is to look for a player that is with a clever acumen, that can think smarter, and they are looking up to that player. And you, the coach, you, our coach, Chelsea coach, you had the guts to tell us that when the players have nowhere to turn, their solution is to turn or is to give the ball to Cole Palmer. What are you doing on the bench? Why are you seated there? What is your role as a coach on a touch line? On that touch line, what is your role, Pochettino? What is your role, Poch? This is where we are having problem. This is where the challenge is. Meaning the players right now as we speak, dear friend, I am excited to announce to you. I'm excited to announce to you. Apart from that statement he made, he also said we are missing something. That's why we are where we are. These are the words of Pochettino. We are missing something. That is where we are where we are. This is from Pochettino. If you know your team is missing something, and that is where we are, what is it that we are missing? Dear friend, you agree with me. Last time I gave one episode, I said the missing piece in Chelsea's lineup is Romeo Lavia. I brought an episode, maybe I have to go back and treat that issue again. Paul is saying that we are missing something. That is why we are where we are. Listen, dear friend, I am here because of Poch alone. And quickly, there is something that came up in the news. You see, there is one problem or one thing that is for sure. When you are using data, the problem with leaning on data to highlight the positives is you can use it to paint any story. The problem with using data, Poch relies so much on data. These new directors, they rely so much on data. Like last week, Poch said it that the data suggests that Chelsea deserves to be in the top 4. Data, yes. The problem with leaning so much on data to highlight positives is you can use it to paint any story. You can use data to paint any story. The negative cannot be ignored. The reality is in terms of league standing. That is the reality. In terms of the league standing, Chelsea have not improved a great deal under Pochettino. As a matter of fact, we are worse off than we used to be. Chelsea has not improved in any department. Right now, as we speak, Chelsea are worse off than we were ever under Graham Potter and Frank Lampard. You know why? I'll give you just one instance. We have considered 47 goals already. Whereas the whole of last season, we considered 47 goals. We still have 11 games to play. And we have considered 47 goals already. That means that the 11 goals we are going to play, we should be expecting more goals, at least 10. At least, let me just be nice to myself and to you. At least 10 more goals. So if last season we were our worst situation, we considered 47 goals. This season we have 10 to 11 games to play, and we've already conceded 47. We considered 47 goals. Dear friend, who can tell me that we are better off than we were last season? There was no improvement in any department. As a matter of fact, we are worse off. We are worse off. Before I let you go, let me tell you something. Right now, it's in the news. Unconfirmed reports state that several Chelsea players have reportedly told the club board that they want to see Mauricio Pochettino sacked following their dismal 2-2 draw against Burnley. Several Chelsea players have reportedly told the club's board that they want the coach sacked. Dear friend, that is the latest news for you. The Blues were unable to pick up the 3 points against Lancashire side on Saturday, who had to play a majority of the game with 10 men after Lorenz Asignon was sent off in the 40th minute. And not just 10 men, even their coach was sent off, yet the Blues could not break through. We still could not win the game. At Stamford Bridge, now several Chelsea players has been reported that they want the coach to go. The report states several Chelsea players have made it clear to the club's owners that they would prefer to see Pochettino replaced at the end of the season. Todd Bowley and other decision makers at Stamford Bridge now have a big call to make over whether to stick with Argentine or bring in yet another new manager. Dear friend, I'll be back with the next one in some few hours to come. See you when you see me. Shalom and peace.